Welcome. Welcome to the conference. This is awesome to see you all here. You guys are gorgeous. So, the first thing I want to do is thank everybody for being here today and for supporting the Nonprofit Institute. It's wonderful to be here. And let's hear some, give some love to the people who did your breakout sessions. Big love for everybody who did their breakout sessions this morning. And I want to thank Rodney and Trish for helping me with my gadgetry. So, a little bit about me. Kara mentioned a couple of things. So my background is CBS News. I worked at NPR's website, worked at nonprofit for the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and Radio Free Asia, and I was a photojournalist. It's like, wow, that is a lot of things to do. And yay, it was really awesome stuff that I did. I was so blessed to have amazing, fun, cool jobs. And when I look back to think, well, what's the thing that I really do? At one point, I had no idea. I thought, why would I bother to take another job just because I can? I didn't know what my purpose was. I remember exactly where I stood the day I realized if I died that day, people would tell hilarious stories about me. That time Maggie did but I would know that I had not fulfilled my destiny, and my blood ran cold at the thought. So, ultimately, oh, this is me when I learned animation in Google Slides. I just had to do that. So I discovered coaching. There was one part of the work I did in web development that was called discovery. And I realized people were having massive transformation and revelations every time I did these discovery calls. They'd cry. Because the questions in a website discovery call are, who are you? Why are you doing this? What do you do? What difference does it make? What do you bring to the party? And people really connected with some very deep things there. And I always felt like my discovery calls were not complete unless somebody cried a little. Because that's really it. You know, we have to have the transformation. That's what comes into communicating our message in the world. You connect with that thing you care about. And when you come from that place, whatever you say will be perfect. So I discovered my purpose. I take people from Jargonville to speak like a humanville. Because your jargon is breaking my heart. Your jargon is killing me. Nobody is buying your paradigm shifts. Nobody's tossing and turning at 3 o'clock in the morning going, oh my God, I wish I had my dream life. No. They have something very specific that they need help with. And you are the one who has the pain relief solution in your magical bag. So when you use jargon, you're talking from here. I understand all the words you say. You punctuated them beautifully. But I don't know what you do. I don't know what you care about. Tell me who you are. Now I'm interested. Now I want to buy what you're selling, because you're telling me from here. I cracked myself up. So I got started as an entrepreneur. I didn't realize this was also part of my purpose, was to be an entrepreneur. When I was about 8 years old, I decided I had a great idea for a business. I was going to sell lemonade. Perfect. So what I did was I made lemonade and got all my little cups and I put them in my wagon. And then I decided to sell my lemonade door to door. The looks on people's faces when this little kid was there knocking, ringing their doorbell going, would you like to buy some lemonade? They were like, gosh, you know, in the middle of their day. What I didn't know was I didn't have clarity about my target audience. I did not have clarity about what their needs were. They did not need lemonade brought to their house randomly at any point in the day. They wanted lemonade when they were thirsty. That was my number one lesson in entrepreneurial enterprise. So you guys had a morning filled with learning. You took some very close looks at things that are related to building up your nonprofits, increasing your knowledge base so that you can fulfill your vision, fulfill your mission. So I'm just curious, anybody, what's your big clarity takeaway? We can just do a couple of popcorn style. Any big clarity takeaways, any big revelations from this morning? Don't be shy.
Networking is the key to business.
Networking is the key to business. Awesome. Yes, it is. One-on-one 3D contact with humans, that's the key. People get to know, like, and trust you when they meet you. Any other revelations?
People want to know the why.
People want to know the why. Very interesting. We're going to get to that in just a second. Yes, that really matters. Thank you very much. So I thought, since you guys were having a lot of the really close views of what you're of the learning today, what I want to do is talk about the global view. Let's go way up high and see what is the source, the core, the essence of clarity. I woke up this morning thinking, well, what is clarity really, right? How do you get there? And I realized that one of the things that people don't shoot for clarity, they don't go out in search of clarity unless they're in pain. Pain is the trigger for, I need help. I need clarity about this, whether it's in your personal life or your business life. So, you're standing there, you're confused, you don't know you need a solution because you're in a pickle. You're stuck. You just don't know how to move forward. And the thing you need is clarity. The number one thing people say when they come to me is, I need clarity about what I do. I need clarity about the words I need to say. Clarity is the thing. So one of the things where we get stuck in clarity, what I want you to know is you can actually go for it immediately. There's this thing I call the when-then dilemma. When I have more money, when I have the time, when my nonprofit has big donors, when we have more resources, then we can fulfill our missions perfectly. Then we can serve more people. I'm here to tell you, you can do it now. That when-then thing is a trap. It's a mindset that keeps you stuck, that keeps you circling the drain, looking for clarity, right? The shift happens when you go, what can I do right now? How could I be resourceful and do what I need to do right now to fulfill my nonprofit's mission? Because we're talking up here now, that's the game you're really playing. Circling, even if it feels nice, doesn't help the people you're here to serve. It doesn't help you. So clarity is the key to everything. So this is the nonprofit clarity trifecta. Your values, your mission, and your vision. Everything you do, all your strategies, all your digital media, marketing, hashtag, blah, blah, is built on this. When you have clarity about these three things, you will know exactly what to write on social media. You will know precisely who to reach out to for funding and financing. These three things inform everything. I hate to use the word 3 pillars because it's such a common, the 3 pillars of blah, blah, nonprofit clarity. But honestly, this is the foundation for all of it. And here's another thing that breaks my heart. When I go to read mission statements, and they're like, I go, oh my God, 12 people who were nicely dressed spent a lot of time and money coming to agreement on the grammatically correct organization of these words. But they don't mean anything. I am a word freak. I am precise. If I tell you, oh, I was just kidding, I didn't mean what I just said, or I misspoke, that's a lie, straight up. It's a strict precision in your words. You hand me your mission statement right now, I'll find 5 words in there, and one of them in particular that doesn't have any meaning to the people that you're trying to connect with. So I'd like to think of it like this. When you have these at the root level, and you nurture these and water them, then everything grows from that. Your marketing campaigns are clear. You'll know what to talk about on social media. You'll know who to hire because the people you want to have on your team are people who are aligned with these 3 things. If they're not aligned, they get to go. They get to work someplace else. Because you cannot sell what you don't believe in. Ever. I've tried. I won't even the time with the, oh my God. Yeah, so it doesn't work, right? So I happened to find this little thing poking around, and it's from 2013. Can you recite your organization's mission and vision? 58% of people could not in this survey. And I thought that number was a little low, frankly. So my question for you is this. Who in this room can stand up right now and tell me what their mission is without looking at their phone? You.
No kid sleeps on the floor in our town.
Boom! Awesome. Boom! Yes, girl. Show her the love. Thank you. And what did you guys notice about what she said? Short, precise, conversational, passionate. She was like, hell no, not on my watch. Right? I'm getting chills. That's a truth bomb dropping. Hell no, not on my watch is what lives inside your mission. Wow. That's where to look when you don't know who you are. What's hell no, not on my watch? Hell no, not on my watch. Will nonprofits be talking blah, 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 fancy words that don't have any meaning? Not on my watch. Who else, actually, here's another question. Who here would have to look at their phone if they wanted to recite their mission? Raise them up high, it's cool, we're all, everybody's in this together. We're all here, right? This is good, it's only information. It's not criticism, right? It's just information. The sooner you know that, it's like, oh, now I get to do something about it, right? First, we have to know and see where where do I not have clarity? Because you're here for clarity today, right? Yes? Who's here for clarity? Who's here for clarity, my people? Yes, right? So, mission, I'm going to break it down for you. Why you exist, plus the people you serve, oops, I got my equal sign in the wrong place, equals the impact. I don't do math. Math's not my thing. So, when you put these pieces together, why do I exist? Why do you exist? Why does your nonprofit exist? I didn't know the answer to that question many years ago, which had me in a crisis mode. I needed clarity and I needed it fast because I didn't know how to continue until I had it. When you have answer to that question, when you know that little math formula, you will have clarity. You will know where you're headed. You will know which direction to go. It informs everything. It's the foundation and the basis. So here's another math thing, even though I don't like math. I just like animation. Clarity plus clear words to describe it, like our lovely volunteer over there did, equals ka-ching. Ka-ching. Dollars in your pocket. Not on my watch will nonprofits be going, we're so broke, we don't have any money. Oh, we don't have any. Right? Get clarity, find clear words, money will come to you. People whip out their checkbooks when you connect with them from your heart with clear words. What's your name, darling? Debbie. When Debbie said those words, I'm like, oh yes, how do I donate? I'm in, I'm on board. Did you all feel that when she said those words? You got it. I care about that. Oh my God. Feel free to pass the hat on my watch. I really want you guys to get this. Clear words, clarity about who you are, the mission, plus the clear words equals ka-ching. I'm not giving you money for your paradigm shifts. Sincerely. So here are some statements of mission statements examples. I just want you guys to see there are different ways to slice and dice them. There are kind of rules about it, but then you get to, honestly, you just get to tell the truth. Your mission statement is just the truth. In words, in normal people words, right? So here's a couple of examples. This one's nice. The International Rescue Committee, the IRC, they've been around for 1 million years. The mission of the IRC, help people whose lives and livelihoods are shattered by conflict. The mission, help people, lives shattered by conflict and disaster, have what? Survive, recover, and gain control of their future. 3 pieces of a puzzle, right? I want you guys to see how simple it is to craft a mission statement if you break it down into parts. Oceana, shorter, right? Thank you. If I support oceans, if I care about that, I'm giving money to Oceana because I know what they do. I know what they care about. Your mission statement is what you care about. Shorter. That's a mission. TED doesn't get short. 3 letters in their name, 3 words in their mission statement. Everything they do flows from that. When they get confused and they need clarity, refer back to your mission. Why do you exist? So, I love magic. Maggie, welcome to Maggie's Magic Show. So 3 magical questions to ask yourself. Get your team together in a room and sit down and book an hour in the conference room, book 2 hours. What does your nonprofit really do? There's services, help, top level, right? Really and truly, what do you do? What I sell is transformation. I call it coaching. I sell revelations. You want some? Call me, right? I know what I really do. And I know you know what you really do because everybody always does, but it gets a little foggy in there sometimes because we're so close to it. Get in a room with your people and start there. What results do you deliver? Food. That's a top level. What's the food? What's connected to the food? How do people feel when they get the food? What difference does it make in their lives that they have food? Right? Food is the delivery mechanism, I'm making up that category, That's just the delivery mechanism for the change you deliver. Why do you do it? Back to the why question. I'm glad you mentioned that earlier. Why? Why? Because you saw something and you said, not on my watch. Right? Because you care. Because it drives you crazy to see that thing happen in the world. You can't bear it. So this is a famous, he's the guy who invented the question why. Simon Sinek. He's got a great talk on TED. I highly recommend it if you haven't listened to it. Bottom line, nobody buys coaching. Nobody buys, beds for kids. They buy why it matters. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you crazy. Straight up. You are selling something, my people. You are in the sales business. You call it nonprofit. Nonprofits don't have to be broke, right? I'm taking a stand for that. Nonprofits don't have to be broke. You get to have. You are selling what you care about. That's what you're really selling. But here's the thing, and these are the people to whom you're selling it. Donors, partners, community you serve. Every day, 24/7, 365, every minute, you're all about enrolling, you're about telling people that you want their help with something. Come use our services. Please donate to our cause, right? Community, how can we help you, right? You're enrolling, you're talking to people, you're selling them on that idea. I'm actually beating my own punchline. But the thing is, think of it like enrolling. We hear the word sales and we go, oh my God, sales, I hate sales, oh my God, it's too scary, and ugh, marketing and blah, right? Everybody goes, their heads explode when they think about selling. Think of it as enrolling. Anytime you ask somebody to come to your house for a barbecue, you're enrolling them in coming to your house. You don't enroll them by going, well, I don't know, we might have some food. We're going to be around on Sunday, and I don't know, you probably don't want to, but, food. Come on to my house on Sunday. Ugh, I am so not enrolled in that, right? When you're standing up going, oh my God, we're having this thing, we just shot a deer and, whatever. We're having a big barbecue. Just, random crazy things pop in my head and I just have to say them. That's just how it is. So think of it like enrolling, right? Shift where it's a come from. It's a come from. When I come from am enrolling, when I come from that space, the sales conversations I'm in are completely changed. I'm not selling anybody anything. I'm offering. That's it. Does this make sense, what I'm saying here, people? Cool. My people. So it's also a conversation. And it requires an elevator down from your head into your heart. I just got a flash of a picture of, somebody having a meeting with a donor that they really want to enroll in donating to their cause. And they get all up in their heads about it. You're all like, oh my God, I can't screw up, and I got to have my words all right, and here's my pie charts, and, blah, blah, blah. What if it was like this? What if you sat down and got real with people, right? What would happen? What would shift in your nonprofit's ability to fulfill its mission if you got over your fear of being real? So you came for the roadmap to clarity, and that is what I'm going to deliver. It is a winding road and it goes uphill, but it's fun and it's a beautiful day. Roadmap to clarity. 3 magical tips. Ready? Know what you do. Know it. Know it in your bones. I'm going to put that one back again. There you go. Know it in your bones. I should be able to call you at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, dude, what do you do? And then you go, oh, we do this. We transform kids' lives because they don't live on the street. And I go, okay, cool. You go back to sleep and you forget I called because you know it's so hard in your bones. I have dreams, this is a true fact, where I tell people what I do in my dreams. And like fire shoots out of my eye holes as I'm telling them. And I wake up and I go, oh my God, that's some integration of what you do, right? I solved my clarity problem about that. So know it in your bones. Everybody in your organization, receptionist, person handing out flyers on the street, everybody has to know it in their bones and be on the same page about it if you want your nonprofit to fulfill its mission, because that's always the question. Are you committed to that? What are you committed to? Your story about no resources or fulfilling your mission? It's an easy choice. Tip 2, magical tip 2. Find simple words to talk about it. Use plain English, please. Please, for the love of everything that's holy and sacred, I'm begging you. Make it easy for everybody, for us to understand the difference you make so that I can care. Third magical tip. Say it clearly from your heart. Get real. Get real. Let go, and this requires a step from you, which is to get over your fear of saying the wrong thing or looking bad or getting it wrong. It requires you to have your courage be bigger than your fear. Because you care about what you do. Oh, I lied. There are 4 magical tips. Go forth and live your superpower. Thank you. And also, I want you to know that you do not have to struggle alone. None of us can do this alone. We make things happen by helping each other and connecting. Please reach out, stay in touch. If you need help, I can come help facilitate hard conversations at your nonprofit and help you discover who you are. Thank you, everybody, for your presence and your attention.